So sometimes when you press a button, there's a slight tremor, and the machine measures more button presses than you actually press the button for. And what this circuit does for Lab 8 Debouncer is it debounces these signals, or it filters out all of those extra bounces or stutters or tremors, so that you can use it to accurately count something every time you press a button. And what it does is it synchronizes this asynchronous input right here, which is the clock, and then the button presses are measured right here, and then what the machine measures without the debouncer is in these 2 digits here. So it synchronizes it up to a clock so that it can start to measure how long each bounce is, and if a bounce, and it does it it measures for a time that is possible for a machine to measure, and it's actually kind of a long time for the machine, but it would be humanly impossible for me to press a button up and down at that rate. And then after it synchronizes it to that, synchronizing is what it allows to time it, which is what happens when it goes through the debouncer, and then it passes that signal through a pulse generator so that it only counts each button press once per push. And then here you can see it's already a bit higher. Sometimes it doesn't jump at all for a really long time. One time I went all the way up to 7-0 without it jumping at all. Thought it was broken. It wasn't. Okay, so I measured some, and over 50 jumps, it jumped an average of 1.22 times. And then after that, I measured how many more it measured, or I recorded how many more it measured than how many actual button presses I did. And so that was just recording these 2 numbers down here. And this is in hex, so this is converted to decimal, so I can, plug it into a calculator. And on average, it measured 15% more than what the actual was. So you can imagine if I'm using this to count people, probably using it because I can't keep track of things very well. And if without the debouncer, it's not going to help me at all. It's just going to count more than I want to. And so this debouncer makes the machine program more accurate. So it's pretty cool.